So we keep a nice comfortable seat. So start by taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, sit up nice and tall, and then part the lips, exhale. Let it all go. And if that felt good, maybe even one more, breathing in through the nose, exhale, let it all go. And just bring some softness across your face. Relax the jaw, relax the shoulders. Closing your eyes if you feel comfortable. And just allow yourself to settle. Allow your body to become still. And then begin to tune in with your natural breath. And if you like to, you can place one hand onto your tummy, one hand onto your upper chest. And start to deepen your breath as you breathe deeply into your belly, swelling the belly out into your hand. As you exhale, soften it in. Keep going, breathing in. Exhale completely. And then expanding your breath up to the ribs, up to the chest. Exhale. Draw the belly in. Again, breathe into the belly, ribs, up to the collarbones. Exhale all the way out. And then take one more full breath in. Long breath out, relaxing the hands down to the knees. And then you can bring your chin down towards your chest, feeling that stretch in the back of the neck. And then bring the left ear over to your left shoulder. And then back through center over to the right side. And then continue taking your half circles. So if your neck feels okay, you can take a full circle round. Spending a little bit more time on any areas of tension. And going in both directions. And bring the chin back down to the chest. And then you can breathe in, lift the gaze, gently open your eyes. And then roll the shoulders up to the ears and down. Lovely, and then you can make your way over to all fours position. And line up the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Spread through your fingers. And then drop the belly, inhale, open up, cow pose. Exhale, round it through chin to chest. And again, inhale, open. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, press the mat away, chin to chest. And then we'll take our rolling cat-cow. So as you breathe in, open, look up. Exhale, send the hips back. And then from here, round it through as you return to all fours, cat pose. And drop the belly, inhale. Draw the shoulders back. Exhale, through. Exhale, hips back. And then round it up, doming the spine. And one more inhale, open. Exhale. And then round it through. Big cat stretch. Press the mat away. And then come back to neutral. And then from here, walk your knees back slightly. We'll come into Sphinx pose. So we'll lower it down to the forearms. You can place the elbows where the hands were. And then just relax the pelvis down. And to start with, you can bring the forearms in front of you, so it's a gentler variation. Press down through the tops of the feet. And inhale, open the chest. Stay here, or for a slightly deeper back bend, you can bring the elbows back under the shoulders. Gently press the pelvis, inhale. Okay, and then lower down, we'll stretch the arms out in front. We're going to come to our banana pose. You can relax the forehead down, separate your feet. And then we're going to walk the hands over to the top left corner of the mat, maybe stacking right hand on top. And then you can bring the right foot over to meet the left foot. Option to cross it over for a deeper stretch. Good, and then breathing down the whole right side of the body. Relax the head, the shoulders. And then come back through center, separate the feet wide, walk the hands over towards the top right corner, stacking the left hand on top, and you can bring your left foot over to meet the right foot, maybe cross it over the top. Completely relax the head, inhale up the left side of the body, exhale as you release down. And then you can come back through to center. And we're going to stack the hands, one hand on top of the other. Relax the forehead down. And then from here you can start to bend the right knee. Right heel drawing in towards your bottom. And we'll do that 2 more times. So dip the foot down. And bend. Squeeze the heel in as you activate the quad. And lower. Good, one more. Draw the heel in. And then you can continue bending the knee, straightening the leg. Or you can reach around for a slightly deeper stretch, maybe taking hold of the foot. Drawing it in towards the bottom. You stretch into the quad. One more breath here. Good, and then release. Bring the hands back underneath the forehead. And you can start to bend the left knee this time. Squeeze the heel in and dip the foot down. Good, 2 more. And then continue with that movement, or for a deeper stretch, maybe reaching around, taking hold of the foot, drawing it in a little bit closer towards the bottom. And releasing it there. And you can lift the head, we'll sweep the hands back alongside the chest. Fingertips in line with the chest, draw the shoulders back. And to start with, just become very light on the hands as you inhale, lift the head, the chest. Good, activate the back muscles and lower. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Just coming up very gently. Exhale, lower. And one more inhale. Good. And then you can press the palms onto the mat this time. As you inhale, lifting the head and chest to your baby cobra. Roll the shoulders back. Breathe in. Press the pelvis. Exhale, lower down. Good, then tuck the toes under. Press through the palms, engage your core. And power back up. Untucking the toes and grounding the hips back for child's pose. You can bring the knees wide or knees together. Here, relax the head, maybe placing a block or a cushion underneath your head. Keep relaxing there. Breathing into your back body. And our affirmation for today is I release all tension with every exhale. I release all tension with every exhale. And then you can gently lift the head, the chest. And then we'll sit the hips off to one side. You can swing your feet round in front of you. And we'll come to a seated cat-cow. So bring your hands behind your thighs, grounding down through the sit bones. Knees are bent. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the heart. Exhale, little lean back, chin to chest, round the spine. And again, you can imagine a piece of string pulling the heart forwards. Exhale, round it through. And one more inhale, lift, open the throat. Exhale, round. Lovely, and then we'll lengthen the legs out in front. Option to sit on your block if you'd like to. And then we'll have the strap close by. Good, and then you can start by bending the right leg. Open out into tree legs. You can choose sole of the foot down towards the ankle or higher up towards the thigh. If you prefer, you can keep the knee lifted. Good, and then breathe in, reach up through the arms. And then we'll bring right hand down, take your side bend over. Good, lifting, chin. Inhale, reaching up. Palms touch. Exhale, other side, reach over. Grounding the right sit bone. Opening the chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twisting to the right, towards that bent knee. Bring the hands down, left hand to that right knee. Right fingertips behind you. Inhale, get a little bit taller. Exhale, twisting through the belly, the ribs, the chest. Bring some energy to the left leg, left toes pointing up. Good, and then come back to center, unravel, take your strap, starting with a bent knee. We'll hook the strap round the board of that left foot. And then lift the chest, inhale. Exhale, you can start to hinge forwards a little bit from the hips. And you can walk the hands a little bit closer towards the foot. Okay, see if you can maintain your posture, draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Good, breathe here. Take one more full breath in. And exhale out, release the strap off to the side. And then we're going to deepen the stretch. So option one, stay here in tree legs. Option two, you can cross the foot over the top of your left leg. So we're getting into that right hip. Or option 3, you can bend the left leg, bringing the sole of the foot to the mat as you come into your figure 4 shape. Fingertips behind you, lifting the chest. As you choose your variation of the pose, sending your breath to that right hip. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Take one more breath. Good. Slide that leg away. We'll uncross the legs, have a little shake out. And then we'll do the other side, so you can bend the left leg. Keep the knee lifted or open out into tree legs. And then inhale, reach the arms, side body long. Bring the left palm down and over into a side bend. Reach through the fingers. Good. Inhale, reach up. Right hand down, stretch over. Inhale, lift. And exhale, twisting to the left this time. Bring the hands down, right hand to the left knee. Left hand behind you onto the fingertips. Inhale, find some length. Exhale to twist. Flexing that right foot. And then we'll unravel to center. Take your strap. And starting with that little bend in the right leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, you can start to hinge forwards. And take your 3 breaths here. Good, relaxing the shoulders. You can always keep the bend in this knee if you prefer. Good, and then we'll lift the strap off to the side. And we'll bring the hands by the hips. You can stay here, option 1. Option 2, cross the foot over the top of the thigh. Or option 3, into figure 4, bending that right leg. Good, wherever you are, tuning in with that left hip. Notice how one hip feels slightly different to the other. Good, inhale, lift the heart. Bring some strength to that left leg as you press that left knee away and open. Lovely, and then you can uncross the legs, have a little shake out. And then you can come off the block if you're using one. Or if you're doing at home, maybe it's a cushion or a pillow. And then we'll come round to all fours. And before we come to our downward dog, we'll just warm up the wrists. So spread through the fingers and start to take some little circles. Activate the core. And then go in the other direction. Start to claw through the finger pads. Good, and then pause. We'll turn the hands so the fingertips are facing the sides of the mat. Good, and then take your little circles. And I go in the opposite direction. Good, and then continue here. Or for a slightly deeper stretch, you can turn the fingers all the way around towards the knees. So the closer the knees are to the fingertips, the less intense the stretch will be. The further away you walk the knees, it will be more intense. And then you can take some little circles here. And go in the other direction. Good, and then spin the fingertips back round towards the front. Take a second in kneeling. You can interlace the fingers here and just give the wrists some love. And go in both directions. Good, and then we'll come to our downward dog. So bring the hands down to the mat, thread through the fingers, walk the knees back. Remember to claw through the finger pads. Press through your index knuckle to take the weight out of the wrists. And then we'll tuck the toes under. And just start by hovering the knees just an inch off the mat to activate the core. Good, and then we'll stand the hips up high, drop the head into your downward dog. And walk the feet back or forwards. And then start to pedal out through the legs, bending one knee at a time. Good, and then we'll pause here, bend the knees deeply, so you can really lift the tailbone to the sky. Relaxing the head is heavy. And then you can start to straighten the legs, maybe the heels sink a little bit closer to the mat. Gaze forwards to the hands, soften the knees, and then start to take baby steps towards the top of the mat. As your hands come up to your thighs. Good, inhale, halfway lift, roll the shoulders back, firm up through the legs. Exhale, bend the knees and release over, forward fold. Again, inhale, coming up halfway. And then bend the knees deeply, sweep the arms. Inhale, all the way up to standing. Engage the core. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Good, check in with your feet, hip width apart, feet parallel. Good, root down through the feet as you inhale, send the arms up. Good, exhale, hands to your heart center. And again, inhale, reach. Good, and lower. Option to come up onto the balls of your feet. Inhale, reach up, balance, stretch up. Exhale, sink the heels. Good, and again, inhale. And exhale. Lovely, one more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower down. Good, and we'll come to our half salutation. So option to use the support blocks if you'd like to. You can place them at the top of the mat. Good, or if you're at home, maybe 2 big books work. So we'll press through the feet. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge forwards. Bring the hands to the blocks. Relax your head over. Inhale, pressing up halfway lift. Bend the knees. Inhale, reach up to standing. Good, exhale, hands to your heart. And again, inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. And bend the knees, use the strength of the legs, reach up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Lovely, and again, inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. And from here, either fingertips to the blocks or hands to your hips. And we're going to start to rock forwards and slightly lift the heels. Engage the core here. And then we'll rock backwards, lifting the toes. So you can do this with your hands on the blocks or hands on the hips. And just play with your balance here. Changing the weight forwards and back. Good, and ground the heels, ground the toes. Bend the knees. Inhale all the way up. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Lovely, and then we'll take our full salutation. Inhale, reach up through the arms. Exhale, take the forward fold. Inhale, hands to the knees or the thighs, lengthen the spine forwards. Exhale, bend the knees deeply, press the hands down. Left foot steps back. Good, floor the mat, right foot steps back into your plank pose. Good. And you can lower the hips a little bit, so instead of the hips being high for downward dog, lower the hips, shoulders over the wrists. Press back through the heels, with belly button drawing in, and lower the knees down. Good, and then start to shift the weight forwards. Keep the elbows in close as you lower down to your tummy. And then inhale, lifting up baby cobra. Squeezing the shoulder blades. And lower down. Good, and then press through the palms. Come through bent knees. And you can take 3 breaths in your child's pose, or 3 breaths in your downward dog. Good. See if you can make your hands a little bit more challenging. Yeah, a little bit more space here. Thank you. Good, relaxing the head, the neck. And then take one more deep breath in. And then send the hips up high for your downward dog. You can keep the bent knees bent here if you prefer. And then gazing forwards, we're going to step left foot up to the top of the mat. Give it a helping hand. And come to the fingertips. Take a little rock on the ball of the right foot. And then when you're ready, step it up to the top. Hands come up to the knees or the thighs. Breathe in. And exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Good, bend the knees, reach up, back up to mountain pose. Exhale, hands down to your heart center. And you can close the eyes here. Tune back in with your breath. Connect back in with our intention, our affirmation. Release all tension with every exhale. And you can gently open the eyes. And we'll bring the hands to the hips, coming to the top of the mat, rounding through your right foot, bend the left knee. Option to come into your balance here, floating that left knee up, and a big step back into your high lunge. Right knee over the right ankle. You can lift the left back heel, or you can ground that foot down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Lift the chest, lunge in. Okay, then turn the palms forwards, press the palms down, you straighten that right leg. Okay, 2 more times. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, press the palms down, straighten the right leg. Okay, and again, reach the arms, feeling that stretch in the left hip flexor. And then from here, we're going to turn on the left foot, the left heel pivots as you reach the arms open, warrior 2. And you can adjust your feet. Maybe right heel in line with the left heel. Good. Left toe slightly pointing inwards. And lunging in, right knee over the right ankle. Bring some strength to the legs. Good. You can stay here, or option to lift the right heel, working the legs a little bit more, and lower. Good. 2 more times, lifting that right heel. Really good. Lower. 1 more, lift. Good, and lower. And then we'll turn the right palm up. We're going to rest right forearm on the right thigh. Left arm reaches up to the sky, or maybe over into your side angle. Okay, then we're going to circle the top arm 3 times. So we can bring it back and around. And again, stretching into the left side waist. Good, and then use the arms for some momentum. Windmill the arm as you come back up through to warrior two. Good, then bring the back arm down, turn the front palm and straighten out your right leg as you reverse triangle here. Option to lift the right toes up. Good, as you feel into that right side body. Toes down. And one more, inhale. Okay, lower the toes, come back through warrior two. And then relax the arms down. Well done, turn the right toes in. We're coming to temple pose, heels in, palms together at the heart. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale as you bend the knees. Press the inner thighs open. Good, and just checking with the knees if they're falling in. You can bring the feet in slightly. And we'll take a little rock side to side. Good, noticing sensations in the inner thigh. And then slow it down. Pause. Option to bring the palms above the head or open the arms to cactus. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lovely open pose. Breathe here. Hands together at the heart. Engaging the bottom, engage the legs. Press up to standing. Relax the arms and heel toe the feet together. Okay, have a little shake out. Maybe a sip of water. And then we'll do that sequence on the other side. So when you're ready, we'll bring the hands to the hips. This time we'll ground through the left foot. As you can start to bend the right knee, maybe even floating that right knee for a moment. And a big step back with the right foot. High lunge. Lifting the right heel or planting that foot down. And then inhale, send the arms up. Open the chest, lunging in. Good, then turn the palms down. Press the palms as you straighten the left leg. Good, inhale, reach up. And exhale, press the palms down. Good, one more. And then from here, you can pivot on the right foot, open the arms out, warrior two. Left arm forward, right arm back. Good, you can line up left heel with the right heel. Right leg starting to turn internally, toes pointing a little bit inwards. Good, bring some strength to the legs. You can imagine you're drawing the legs together towards the pelvis. And an option here to lift that left heel. Okay, and lower. And two more, lift. Good, and lower. And lift the heel. Good, lower down. And then turn the left palm up, resting the left forearm on the left thigh. Right arm straight up to the sky, or all the way over into a side angle. And then start to take your circle, bring that arm back. And then sweep it forward. Two more times, circle and windmill. Good. And then use the momentum as we come back up. And you can come into your warrior two here. And then straighten out the left leg, turn the left palm up, back arm down, reverse the triangle. Good, and then option here to lift the left toes. Good, and then bring the arms back through. And again, inhale, lift the left arm, maybe the left toes lift. Good, and lower, bring the arms through and then take your warrior two. Lovely. Straighten that leg out a little bit and turn those toes forward. Yeah. Good. So we're lunging into that left leg. Yeah, that's it. Got it. We got it. hold. So you can use the blocks here if you like to, or maybe some big books if you're at home, just to bring the floor up a little bit higher to you. So place the blocks in front of you, toes turned in a little bit pigeon-toed, and start to draw the legs together towards the pelvis, activate the thighs, bring the hands to the hips. Good, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, you can start to hinge forwards. And then we'll release the hands to your blocks or to the floor. And you can bend the knees a little bit here if you'd like. Good. Bring a little bend to both knees. Yeah. Relaxing the head. And then take your halfway lift. So coming up onto the fingertips for a moment, lengthen the spine, or even bring the hands to the hips. Anything to create that long, lovely spine. Good, and then exhale, release forward, relax the head over. Feeling that stretch down the hamstrings. Breathing into the lower back. And then inhale, press up halfway. Good, engage the core, bring the hands to the hips. Long spine as you rise up. Lovely, and then you can heel toe, feet together, have a little shake out. And then we'll come to our balance pose before we slow things down on the mat. So we'll take our quad stretch, so you can use the ballet bar as you have before if you'd like. It's going to be this one where you catch hold of the foot. So if you like, you can take hold with your left hand or use the cupboards. Good, we'll start with the right leg, so bend the right knee. Good, pressing down through the left foot. Good, and then you can start to kick that foot back towards the bottom. And then reach round with the fingers for the toes, the foot, the ankle. Good, yeah, use the wall. See if you can bring the knees in line. And if you can't reach for the foot, you can use a strap, or maybe a dressing gown, belt. If you're at home. Good. And see if you can lengthen up. Option to reach the left arm out if it helps you balance. Reaching the arm up to the sky. Good. Just remember what foot you're doing, because we're going to do the other foot in a moment. Stretch up both on a still point. Take one more breath. And then slowly coming out, really good. Have a little shake out, and then we'll do the other side. So if using the wall, you can turn the other way. Good, and then doing the other leg could be all the different feet. So I'm gonna do my left leg this time. But it might be different. So bring the hands to the hips, press down through your standing leg, and then I'm going to kick that leg back, reaching for the toes maybe. Good. Pointing that knee down, that bent leg. You can start to bring the arm out for balance. Maybe you feel more stable with the arm up. Drawing the belly button in. Really nice. Reach up. One more breath. And slowly release. Really good, everyone. Shake out. And then we'll come to our ragdoll. Reach up through the arms. Take a big breath in. And exhale. Release over. Catch hold of opposite elbows. And then maybe take a little sway from the hip. Relax the jaw. Good, and then relax the arms down, step the knees down to the mat. And then we're going to sit the hips down, swing your feet round in front of you, scooting forwards to the top of the mat. We'll take our boat pose, bring the hands behind behind the thighs. Squeeze the ankles, the legs together. Lean back, feel the core switch on. Lift the toes. Stay here, option 1. Option 2, start to lift the feet. Option 3, releasing the hands. Okay, keep squeezing the legs. As you breathe in, lift the heart. Okay, one more breath here. And slowly lower the feet down. Okay, bring the hands behind the thighs. And then we're going to lie down. So you can start to tuck the tailbone under. And slowly make your way down. Slide the hands down the thighs. Relax the head, the arms next to you. And then we'll bend the knees. Coming to our bridge pose. Ankles under the knees. Feet in a hip width apart. Palms facing down. And then start to tilt the pelvis towards you. Lower back presses down. Belly button drawing in. And you can start to peel the hips up. Imagine you have a block between your thighs. Squeezing on that block. Press down through the feet. Palms of the hands. The back of your head. One more breath at the top. And then slowly ripple down the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Lovely, and then bring the soles of your feet together for butterfly. And you can stay here in this hip opener, or for a slightly deeper stretch, you can start to draw the right knee in towards the right chest and out towards the armpit, towards the side. Or maybe take your happy baby with that right leg, so reaching the hand in the inside, really inside, catching hold of the ankle or maybe the leg or even the outside of the foot. As you start to kick that foot, sole of the foot up towards the sky, as you draw that right knee down. For a softer variation, you can leave that foot down. Breathing into your tummy. Good, and then we're going to bring the left foot, plant it down to the mat. And we're going to pop the right foot on top of the left thigh for our figure 4 variation. So right knee caresses away and open. Option 2, bring the hands behind the left thigh, give like a deeper stretch. Drawing that left thigh in. Or you can keep left foot down, maybe pressing that right thigh away from you with your right hand. Good, and then left foot down, right foot down, bring the arms wide into our spinal twist. Take an inhale, and exhale, knees drop to the left side. Gazing in the opposite direction towards the right. Lovely, then bring the knees back to centre. And soles of the feet together for your butterfly. And you can stay here or start to draw the left knee towards the chest and out to the side towards the armpit. And maybe reaching the hand through the inner side of the legs, reaching for the ankle, the outer leg into your half happy baby. You can start to press that foot up towards the sky. Or just keep that foot relaxed down. Taking a full breath in into your belly. Good, then right foot down to the mat. And place the left foot on top of the right thigh, sorry. Here we go, 4. And I want you to draw the right thigh in. Sending your breath to that left hip space. See if you can let go of any tightness. Take one final breath here. And then you can relax both feet down to the earth. Bring the arms wide for our twist. Turn the palms up to the sky. Take an inhale. Exhale, knees lower to the right side. Gazing towards the left. Taking an inhale. Exhale, I release all tension. And then you can bring the knees back to center. And then give the knees a hug in towards your chest. You can take a little rock side to side. Maybe a couple of circles, circling the knees in one direction. And then the other. Massaging the lower back and the sacrum. And then we'll release down into Shavasana. You can keep the knees bent if you like, a bolster under the knees, otherwise legs long. Right foot to the bottom right corner, left foot to the bottom left corner. Turning the palms up. Now bring some bolsters round. Keep the knees bent if you'd like a bolster. You close your eyes here. And you can relax the muscles around your eyes. Soften your jaw. Release the tongue. Soften your shoulders. Soften your stomach. Relax the palms of your hands. And the soles of your feet. And just feel the weight of your body melting down into the mat. exhale, let it go. Just gently coming back to your body, making some small movements, wriggling out through the toes, the fingers. Maybe circling the wrists, the ankles, and turn the head a little bit side to side. And then when you're ready, take your full body stretch, reach the arms over your head, point the toes away. And then you can hug the knees into the chest. And just gently roll on to your right side, pausing here for a moment. And then in your own time, gently pressing into the hands and coming back up to a comfortable seat to close. Keeping your eyes closed, hands together at the heart. Take one final deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. Bowing the head down to the heart. Thanking yourself for taking the time to do something for your health and your yoga practice. Namaste. Namaste. And gently open the eyes. There you are. We're done, everyone.